And blessings, family. Nikki Love here with another wellness video. So, I wanted to talk to you guys today about an important supplement that everyone should have. But first, I'm going to tell you a little backstory, okay? So, not too long ago, I went to the store to get some items and I ran into a friend. And so we were talking about, the spice turmeric and how good it is for your skin. So I was like, yeah, you can do a lot with it and it's over in the season now. So let's just go over there and take a look and I'll show you what it is. So we go over there, I find it and I grab it and I get it off the shelf and I put it in my buggy, right? As I was talking to this person, I started to get this weird, foul, disgusting, nasty taste in my mouth. So I take my shirt and I rub my mouth and I'm like, oh my God. I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, what is that just came in my mouth? Now, normally I am very, very sensitive. So if I touch something or I step on something, it goes through my taste buds, my saliva glands, and I can taste it. Like if I use bleach, I can taste it in my mouth. That's just how sensitive I am. So I'm just thinking like, oh my God, I hope I'm not being poisoned, or, I hope, this is not going to make me sick. That was my first thought. So of course I pay for my stuff. I go home and I'm just acting as usual. And sure enough, an hour and a half later, I got nauseated. I got dizzy. I had the feeling that I was actually being poisoned. And it was not a good feeling. So, with me having an arsenal of things in my medicine cabinet, I went and I got this. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's activated charcoal. Can you see it? Activated charcoal, guys. Let me show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to tell you what it's good for. Activated charcoal. And it's not the charcoal in your barbecue grill, so don't go out in your barbecue grill and go get no charcoal, okay? So what activated charcoal is, it's actually wood. They take wood or they take coconut shells and they heat it to a high degree and it creates a powder. This powder has molecules in it that has absorbent properties. It absorbs both negative ions and positive ions, and it binds it to it. So it's a binder. It binds to chemicals and poisons and it carries it out of your body through your feces. Okay. So if you ever have an overdose, some people overdose on medication, take too much medication or the wrong medication, or some people get access to chemicals, hazardous chemicals, and dangerous poisons, accidental poison. That is what it's for. It has been approved for emergency use by the World Health Organization, so you can buy it over the counter. Okay, so it's not something you have to get prescribed by a doctor. Although, if you have one of those emergency issues, it's best to consult your physician. This is not advice, medical advice. This is not a substitute for that. So always check with your healthcare provider, okay? This is informational only. So back to activated charcoal. So it's a detox. So it helps remove toxins out of your body, okay? And so it's also good for kidney disease. Kidneys are your body's filter. So it filters waste out of your body. So when you take activated charcoal, it helps remove the toxic waste out of your kidneys. In fact, they did a study with mice that had chronic kidney disease, and they found that it had reduced the it had reduced the severity of the disease. So, if you have chronic kidney disease, activated charcoal might be a great thing to add to your medical arsenal, your holistic arsenal. And you can take it if you're on medication. Just make sure you take it an hour after or an hour before, so it does not carry the whole property of the medication and you want it to do what it's supposed to do. So what else is it good for? It's good for water filtration system. So if you have a water filtration system in your home, more than likely it has activated charcoal inside of it to help purify the water. It's good for teeth whitening. It's in a lot of toothpaste, so you'll see activated charcoal in some toothpaste because it has whitening properties, and of course it helps remove stains and things like that. You can find it in face masks because it helps remove the impurities out of your skin, so you can make a mask with it. You can take a bath with it, and it can help if you do detox baths. That's another way to get toxins removed out of your skin. Your skin is one of the biggest organs on your body. It is the biggest organ on your body. So if you take a bath in it, it can draw the poisons out. You can do a foot soak. You know, you can detox through your feet as well. It also helps with diarrhea and trap gas. You know, sometimes we are exposed to different bacteria. Sometimes we might get a little stomach bug. And oftentimes we don't know where we pick this stuff up at. It helps with food poisoning. So if you go eat out and you get home and you have foodborne illnesses, like you start throwing up and you nauseated, take you some activated charcoal. You have to do it within 1 to 4 hours though, because it's only effective before it hits your bloodstream. Okay. So it is an antibacterial, it is an antiviral, an antifungal. So it helps with funguses, viruses, and bacteria. You can also use it for deodorant and skin infections. So if you have a wound, you can make a paste out of it, and it will draw the poisons and the infection out of the wounds. Okay, activated charcoal, you guys. This was my lifesaver when I felt like I was being poisoned. It's also safe for kids because, you know, kids, they get into stuff. But you know what? Don't take that lightly. You know, always use your common sense and call a medical professional if necessary. But this saved me a trip and thousands of dollars because I considered going to the ER. And I was like, no, let me try this first. 2 hours later, I was back to normal. But, you know, I have been taking this for years, and it's a part of my regular detox plan. So you don't have to have an emergency to use activated charcoal. You can go ahead and start using it as a part of your holistic healing journey, and I'm sure you will benefit from it just as I have, you guys. I don't sponsor any type of brand. You can find this at any health food store, and I actually have this in my store. So if you're local, you can come and check me out, and I will give you all the information you need. You can get it in capsule form. You can get it in liquid form. There's all kinds of different forms. You can get it in pure powder form, whatever works for you. But anyway, that is my video on activated charcoal. You guys go grab you some. And as always, stay healthy and well. And until my next video, peace. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Smooches.